Hi everyone, I am Apollonia Ponti, your dating and relationship coach, founder of ApolloniaPonti.com, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to overcome your fear of rejection. If this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. I am a dating and relationship coach for you men to go confidently in the direction to attract that woman that you desire. And I post videos on this channel every single day, so please take the time to subscribe so you're notified when I do. This is a huge topic in almost all of my coaching sessions that men book when it comes to attraction skills. A lot of men will book coaching sessions with me because they want to understand how to attract the woman, what they're doing wrong, or maybe how to be more confident when it comes to having a conversation with a woman or saying the right things to a woman, or even when it comes to online dating. There's so many steps in the attraction period, but what holds us back from really truly showing up to either find that girl that we want or approaching that girl is the fear of rejection. The fear of rejection is significant in today's world. And if we didn't get rejected and we knew we wouldn't get rejected and everybody was just fine and dandy and nice, then we would probably just go up to everybody. But it's not always the case for some. You might be having friends in your life that are guy friends that they don't even care if they're rejected. They can just turn the plate and go and talk to another girl because they have this confidence within. But it doesn't mean that you're not a confident man. It's just sometimes there is a lot of differences between two people, meaning maybe you have some anxiety around approaching people, maybe you're an introvert. There's so many different reasons. So I want to give you tools on how you can use this in your life right now to really move past your fear of rejection. So I'm going to give you some tips starting now. Tip number 1 is analyze your situation with women. Have you always been that man that has been rejected your whole life and that's why you have a fear of rejection? Have you been rejected by somebody that was completely close to you? Or did you really just recently get out of a breakup that a woman just rejected you? Or maybe a woman just ghosted you, or whatever the case may be. I want you to analyze your situations when it comes to rejection. And once you analyze your situations when it comes to rejection, you'll know where this is coming from. Once you know where this is coming from, you can have that inner dialogue talk with you and say, is this really the truth? Is this really me? Because it's an attachment to something that has happened to you in the past, but has no consequences to what can happen to you in the future. Tip number 2 is kind of similar to number 1, but where is the fear coming from? Like, get a little bit more in depth here. So where is the fear coming from? If you get rejected, what is the worst thing that can happen? And I want you to answer that. If you get rejected, what is the worst thing that can happen? You might say that I'm embarrassed, that I don't get her number, or that I'm made fun of, or she thinks I'm stupid, or what. There's so many. But at the end of the day, this is not life or death. If you get rejected, then you can just get over it, because you will be able to get over it, because as time goes on, you're going to forget that you were embarrassed. And it's like riding a bike. The more you get comfortable with this, the easier the ride will be. And then tip number 3, I say, why does fear come up for you? You might have anxiety around this issue. You might have approach anxiety. You might be an introvert. So where does the fear come up for you? And really write that down and figure, where is this fear coming from? Once you diagnose where the fear is coming from, then I encourage you to work on that fear. Tip number 4 is see what you've done well and see what you could do better. The best men out there that don't have any fear of rejection, I'm going to tell you something, men, have been rejected before. They've just mastered exactly what it is, and they kept on going and going. And just like you fall on a bike and you continue to fall on your bike, and you have training wheels sometimes, and you're still falling until you get that smooth ride. And sometimes even on the smooth ride, you'll fall, but you're more comfortable, you're more confident when you're on that bike, right? So the people that have really overcome their fear of rejection are the ones that had trial and error, where they just come back and they said, all right, this woman rejected me and I approached her like this, but it didn't work. So maybe I should try this next time. And it's kind of, they take this new balance of trying to figure out what will work, and they notice what does work. And then they start getting numbers, they start talking to women, they start getting out of their fearful mindset, and it just gets better from there. Tip number 5 is, if you get rejected, don't get stuck in your mind over analyzing everything. Man, The mind is the most powerful tool that we have, but it also can set us back if we don't know how to control it. Analyzing exactly what happened, like saying, oh, you failed, or you're not good enough, and you're sitting in shame, just saying that this was not the right thing to do, and it pushes you away from moving forward and approaching other women, then this is not where you need to be. So make sure you know that you're overanalyzing the situation and you stop and you can just walk away and say, this was not meant to be. And last tip, continue to be positive and be realistic here. Give yourself the benefit of the doubt. If you're new at overcoming rejection, understand that it's not going to be something that you could fix overnight. So have some compassion for yourself and also be realistic. Also, when you approach a woman or when you have a fear of being rejected, be positive about it. Form a new light about it. Don't look at it as such a negative thing. Just look at it as maybe a flaw, but also a positive thing about you, because at the end of the day, you're only going to approach somebody that you really, really like, right? If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up, and I have something very special for you. It's called the 20 Question Manual to Get to Know a Woman's True Self. This can help you really cultivate a good conversation with a woman when it comes to questions. I'll put that in the description box below. And as always, I welcome your comments. I love hearing from you, so please comment below and I'll try my best to respond. And I'll see you again in the next video, and remember, you are always loved.